Hello everybody, another beautiful morning. We are being spoilt with this weather, but it isn't filling up these water butts and tanks. That's how much I've got off my new roof from me lean-to that I've put up. And we've only had a couple of nights rain really, so it's put about a third in. Got room to put another one down here, which I think we might be needing this year. Just a quick update, I haven't done a lot. Really, all poised and ready to go. I will just show you, I did say warts and all with what I put on my videos, and I had some potatoes in the greenhouse, overwintered, and they got green fly, so I thought I'd better pull them. They put 130 days, and you can see the seed tubers, and you can see the extent of there we are, of the crop. That's at 130 days, or just over, I think. Middle of September, second week of September when I planted them. There's Charlotte. The seed potatoes are still hard. In fact, it looks like they're starting to chit again, but they didn't do any good. Reasons why, don't know really. They were in good compost. Maybe lack of light over the winter, and nearly down to freezing in the greenhouse with little heater in there to stop the frost. But maybe just not warm enough. I didn't get them in early enough to give them a start. So hope the summer ones are a bit better than that. So moving on, I think it's time to harvest the last of the winter crops. That's my parsnips. So it's once they start to regrow like that, they get that big core in the middle of them. So the wife's been and got all her ingredients, and it's going to be parsnip soup. So I'll take those up. Not too bad. Little bit of canker on one or two of them. I think they were gladiator. But as you can see, they're starting to shoot now. We've got some warm weather during the days, a bit of sun. Garlic's coming on slowly but nicely. Elephant garlic there at the back. And the frost, the last frost, we had quite a hard sharp frost a fortnight ago. Killed the tops on the celeriac, but they're still hard. So I'm going to harvest them today, and they're going in the freezer as well for soup. A couple of them I'll store in the shed, and we'll use them over the next couple of weeks. Purple sprouting. That's a picture, isn't it? Absolute picture. We have been cutting this, and as you can see, ready for a bit more to be taken. I'd only got one plant. I couldn't be doing with the amount of whitefly we had, so I pulled some of the plants out, and to be fair, this one hasn't been affected as much. But that looks picture very tasty too. Now I put all the compost on in the back end on these beds, and I can honestly say I haven't pulled a single weed. And we've had a bit of heat now, and there isn't any weed at all. Nothing. Put my shallots out. Not many there. I raided them really from the kitchen basket. Wasn't going to do them, but they'll do for some. They'll do for some pickled onions. Golden Gourmet they are. A couple there don't look as though they're fired, but they were in pots in the greenhouse and they were all root bound, so I am expecting them to pop their heads through very shortly. It is only February. I haven't done a lot really. Poised and ready to go. But it won't take long for things to get going with this weather. The long range, we got 1 or 2 frosts coming in March and some Atlantic storms, so wind and rain, but also with some dry spells, so a typical end of winter, but no snow forecast unless you're in the peaks of Scotland. So we should get away with it, and this warm weather won't worry us too much. Broad beans, they've been out all winter. I did put a cloche over them when we had some hard frosts. Bit of a patch there that for some reason don't look as well as the rest. Just start to see the flowers are there. I do notice that other people with broad beans, they do plant them a lot wider than what I do. Mine seem to be very close, and they put a single one to a stick as well. I've not tried that way. I'll put strings around them soon, but it'd be interesting to. I've still got some to put in for my spring sown ones, so I might put them at a wider gap and see what the difference is, see if I do get a better crop. But I mean, I know they look close. I put them in a triple row, but they always seem to do okay for me. But I might just try that on the Bunyard's exhibition ones that I've still got to sow. So I'll just get on with my harvest. I'll give you a quick look at what it is when I've done, and then I'll take you around the greenhouse. There isn't too much to see in the greenhouse, but yep, I'll be back shortly. With having this much left at the end of the year, just tells me that one of those small no-dig beds is enough for both parsnips and celeriac rather than one bed each. But this certainly won't go to waste. As you can see, that looks lovely. Not massive, but it's quality, not quantity. The time these have been cut up and skinned, make a nice bit of soup. And I think I did mention to you before, they are lovely roasted whole. If you look up Tom Kerridge, he's got a good recipe for roasting them whole, and you put it out on the plate whole and you all help yourself. Yeah, lovely. There's compost going on where the celeriacs were. Looks good, and that'll be ready straight away to plant into seeds or seedlings. Haven't made my mind up what's going in here just yet. Had a letter in the post yesterday morning with 2 tickets for Malvern Spring Show. I would imagine half of YouTube will be there. I'd like to think so. Are you all going? which days are you going on? I've chosen the Saturday because I have booked that week off, but the wife's got to work during the week, so it'll be a busy day Saturday, I expect. Well, there'll all be busy days, but the people that are working, obviously it'll be Saturday and Sunday for them. I did go years and years and years ago, I think before I was gardening. Good day out if I remember right. Lovely setting down there, the Malvern Hills behind. Very well organised event. Really looking forward to it. And I might also go to the one at the end of the year. Is it the summer one? This is the spring and that'll be the summer one later on in the year, when they have the veg show there. Yeah, looking forward to that. Nice day out. Don't go on many days out. I'd rather spend it here. And there we are. All ready for planting up. 5 minutes after harvest. No weeds to pick out from what was there before. Good job. There's the harvest. I think my wife's going to kill me. I think she thought there would be that much. Obviously the best ones are on the top. And that's the bed that the parsnips came out of. That's all ready to plant up now, whatever I want. But having that much left this time of year, and it won't go to waste, it's soups. But it wouldn't go to waste anyway because you go back on the compost heap. I'd cut it up and go back into the ground. That tells me that one of these beds was enough for both celeriac and parsnips. So here in the greenhouse, like I said, not a lot going on really. That's the remnants of me pricking out my onions and me some brassicas I sowed. Seed potatoes, all looking well. Enya are a bit small, but they're all chitting okay. That's what you want your chits to look like. They'll go a bit longer yet before they need to be in the ground. You'll see roots starting to just form at the bottom of those leaves, and that's when you really want to get them in then. But yep, all doing well. I will just show you, a lot of people are using this mycorrhizal fungi, and you can buy it in the small sachets, and it's not quite a powder, it's a bit bulky. But that one I got, that one is like talcum powder, and all my onion seedlings that I pricked out, I just run the roots over the top of it, and I think that's a 2.5 kilo tub. That one, that'll last me a lifetime. But that one is excellent. You only need the tiniest a pinch because it's so fine it goes a long way rather than having large granules. So I find that excellent. I think that'll be better value than buying them smaller ones. Those are peppers I don't want. I'll be giving those away. I think on your last video you saw me pricking those out. I've got me tomato seedlings in there, seeds sown in there, none through yet. New addition to the family is some grow lights there, which really I suppose I don't need now. I got them a fortnight ago. And a stand there which you can, oh, the sun's not too bright for you there, where you can higher and lower it. That's a 4-foot one, 1.2 meters, and there's 8 bulbs in there, and it's got it off one of those well-known websites named after a major river. Other rivers are available, and that is a Durolux, and each tube is 6,500 Kelvin, which equates to 40,000 lumens. So I appreciate it needs a surround on it, and silver foil to bounce it all back, but for the amount of time that I wanted it, got it way too late in the season now, but it's there now for next year. Yep, those are the peppers that I potted on that I'm keeping. All look quite well. Me marigolds, that's my own saved seed. I've not grown them from seed before, I've always bought them in, and I thought I'd keep the seed, but mixed results there. I'm going to have to make another sowing. Some onion seeds at the back and some lettuce there. And that's the first lot of sweet peas that I sowed. They've all been nipped once, and if they get any leggier, I think I might nip them again. But I'm going to start putting them outside now, hardening them off. Now across to my onions. I don't know if you remember, I put some Zabroom onion sets in, and I said I'll let them go to seed second year, and then I'll have my own seed, because I was disappointed that a lot of them were round last year. But I'm wrong. They're shallots. They won't necessarily go to seed. They're not like the onions where they go to seed on the second year. Shallots will just split, and they are doing exactly that, splitting into 2. So they probably won't go to seed. Put an extra one in there, it has rooted. They look well. Yeah, but I was thinking, I was barking up the wrong tree there. So I've got 2 choices now. I can either, I don't know how to make them go to seed. Anybody got any ideas? Obviously stress them, I would think. But those there are the Zabroom seedlings that I've grown from seed. That's a lot of work, growing your onions from seed. There's me other onions and seedlings, and it is a lot of work. It took me 3 hours to prick all those out. Not that I minded doing it, I'll be honest, but if you want 100 shallots, it's 3 trays. It's a lot of room taken up in the greenhouse. So as an experiment, see how these go, because they're obviously splitting into 2, both of them. And would it be worth saving some shallots and planting them as a shallot? Even I know they're only going to split into 2 rather than 4, 6, 8 like ordinary shallots, but it would be an easier way to grow them than like that. If you could leave your thoughts in the comments, would be very much appreciated. And those are the sweet peas Hilda's mix, which I was very kindly gifted. I think there's only 3 non-starters there. They're looking really well. Very, very pleased with them. I had 3 non-starters in there, but there is still time for them to come through. They were sown on the 23rd of January. I had 2 non-starters there, and I think these are 60 cells, these trays that I've got them in. Deep cell trays. And I didn't soak any of them. Some people have been asking, do you soak, don't you soak? I've seen people on YouTube, in fact Andy, who gave me these seeds, he's soaked his and pre-chitted them, and I've no doubt that they will grow away no problem. So I think it's what suits you. Whatever you do and feel confident in, that's the way to do it. And I did these without soaking, and I feel more confident doing that way, so that's the way it is. Thank you everybody for watching. I wanted to put a couple more videos up, but I haven't been very good for a week or so, but I'm going in the right direction now. But I'd just like to thank everybody for all their kind comments and the thumbs up. It's been lovely, and I hope you're all getting on and enjoying the start of the season. Still plenty of time to go yet. Don't get too carried away. Something sown in February and then sown in April, you won't notice much difference between the two of them 6 weeks later, but it's still nice to be doing something. Take care everybody, thank you, bye.